right, welcome back everyone. We just had a exciting last episode where we built this right here behind us. Little mob farm, and we covered it up with a nice little build. I love the way that it turned out. But as you guys saw, we kind of struggled to get all of the enchants that we needed. So we're still lacking mending on everything. We only have protection 3 on 2. We don't even have protection at all on our boots. Our tools are not the greatest either, so we have a lot of improvements to make on the enchantment front, and that's what we're hoping to tackling today. So the goal is villagers. Now, with the villagers, we're going to go ahead and have the ability to get the enchants rather easily just by buying the book, so that we can fill in what we're missing on our tools and armor, but then also be able to easily get them in the future when we get new tools. All right, so before we get started, I did want to go over just a couple random things. You know, the getting the villagers probably won't take us very long, and I want to do some exploring at the end of this episode to see if we can find a new structure, just, you know, retackle something now that we're fully geared up. So before we do that, I did want to go ahead and craft a few things that I haven't crafted just yet, like a backpack. Now, we sadly can't make the sophisticated backpacks, but there is a backpack that we can make, and it's from the backpacked mod. Super simple to make. Some leather, string, and iron. That is it. With this, you can go ahead, craft it, put it on your back. You can just right click it. Oh, nope. It actually needs to go on the back slot. And then if you press the keybind, you can open up the backpack and you have access to an entire another inventory of stuff that you can just carry around with you at all times. Now, something that I had been doing over the past episode, because I had luckily gotten this shulker box here, is shulker boxes also have the ability that if you just right click them in your inventory, they will open up and you can access everything in it. So I may go ahead and leave all this stuff in here. I might go ahead and take it to my backpack, but for now, I'm just going to leave it and we'll figure that out another day. All right, so in addition to the backpack, one of the other things that I have not made yet, and I've been lucky because we haven't had too many mobs spawn around us. I mentioned during the very first episode when we were looking at Hexerai that Hexerai has this sage burning plate, and you can burn the sage and it makes sure that no hostile mobs spawn within a range, right? But this has a time limit and only works for 60 minutes, which is not ideal. I had mentioned when we were talking about this that it's like a mega torch, just doesn't last that long, and found out that we don't have the mega torch mod in here. But we do have another mod that is identical, which is called Magnum Torch. So just like a mega torch, you can go ahead and craft the Diamond Magnum, which will prevent all hostile mobs spawning in a range. And if we hold shift and look at this, the range is a 64 radius horizontal and a 32 vertical radius. So it turns out to be an ellipsoid, as it says, and that is what it prevents. So we definitely want this, and if we put it, you know, roughly in the middle of our base right here, then we're not going to have any mobs ever spawning in this area, which is amazing. All right, let's go ahead and let's get in here and craft it up. So all it needs, you can just click on the recipe, 4 diamonds, a couple pieces of gold, a fire charge, and 2 pieces of wood, and there we go. So now we can go out here. Let's see, where's a good like centralized point? I can just throw it like right here for now. Eventually I don't want to cover it up. I don't want to have a torch just sitting here in the middle of our area, so I might dig down and put it just under the ground, or we'll have to see. I'm not entirely sure what I plan on doing in this open area yet, so I might be able to incorporate it, you know, into like a well or a central fountain, something of that nature. That would be a good focal point for the center of our little establishment here. So I think that would be really good. So we'll have to see what comes of that. All right. back inside, what else was there that we wanted to take a look at? So in addition to those, we were working last episode with the enchanting table, right? Well, there is something in this pack called a disenchanter. And the disenchanter will go ahead and disenchant the items and put them onto books. This is going to be great when we go out exploring. We find items that have enchants on them, and then we can go ahead and just take those enchants off, put them on books, and take those books and put it on our equipment. So I'm probably not going to focus getting too many villagers because of the fact that we have this now. Let's put that right there in the corner. Just put this next to it, and there we go. We just need to give it books, which we have a ton of books. Now we just need to give it an item. If we go ahead, say, give it our... Oh, I don't want to put this up there. Yeah, so if we put that up there, then we'll immediately just get the Unbreaking book from it. I'm going to take that back. I didn't know how that worked, so I didn't want to put my actual tools and lose everything on it. Okay, so there was, I think, one, maybe two more things I wanted to craft real quick before we get started on our villagers. Head back in and look at my inventory. Ah, yes. Okay. So I ended up noticing that the cognition mod was in this pack. So I went ahead and started crafting a few things in here, but I didn't go all the way to kind of go over it with you guys and show you the process of crafting it all. The very first step that you're going to have to do is make the cognitive amalgams. I think that's how that's pronounced. You know, I've never seen how you spell amalgam. Anyways, so you just have to get some flux, which is just crafted with lapis, nether quartz, and soul sand or soul soil. Get a bunch of it. I only used like, I think 32 of each, and I got 2 stacks. Melted it up, got 2 stacks of the amalgam. So with the amalgam, what we can go ahead and do is we can take this and craft it into the ingots. So I'm going to craft a bunch of the ingots. So from here, let's take a look at actually what we're going to craft, because I'm going through these like steps of this is how you do A to B to C, and you don't even know what we're trying to go towards. So what our goal is with this is we want to end up making an experience obelisk so that we can take our experience, our levels, like right now we have 29, put them into the obelisk, and then we don't have to worry about losing our levels if we die. If we, you know, want to do some enchanting, we can just pull levels out. We can just store them in there for safety and just always have them there, which is amazing. So let's go ahead. The last 2 things we need is a assembly and then a crystal. So we're going to need to make 2 of these crystals, it looks like. Okay, and then 1 of those. And then the experience obelisk, there we go. So let's go ahead. You know what, for now, just because I don't have a good place to put this down, I'm just gonna put it down right here. What does that look? That looks freaking awesome. So all you have to do is open in there. You have 2 segments, 1 for store, 1 for receive, and we'll just store all of our levels. So now it has 29 levels. And if we wanted to say just grab 3, we could click, 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 or click, 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 and then there we go, we got 3. And we still have 29 in here because of the way that levels scale, you know, going from 0 to 1, just a small fraction as to what it is from 29 to 30. Okay, so that was the majority of everything I wanted to craft. So now it's getting to the villagers. All right, so if we're working with villagers, there are 2 mods that make it easier. First is going to be the cycle trades mod, so that once we have a villager, in order to reset his trades and get a different set of trades, if we're really looking for like a mending book, we just need to click a single button instead of breaking the job block and putting it back down over and over and over again. That gets very tedious, gets very annoying, and it's just a button press now. So much easier. The second mod that makes working with villagers easier in here is going to be the mob lassos. So we used mob lassos. Last episode was that we could go and pick up animals. But instead of using a golden lasso, we can take our golden lasso and upgrade it into different other types of lassos. And we have the diamond that'll hold any animal at all. It's also does not have a time limit on it, which is really nice. The hostile lasso will hold hostile mobs. The aqua lasso will hold water animals. And then lastly, the one we want is the emerald lasso, which will hold villagers. Now, there's a caveat. A villager must accept a contract before it can be picked up. Most villagers will not accept any contract. So I'm not entirely sure how this is going to end up working. If we kind of look at the lasso mod, we do have a contract that they must sign. So we need to go ahead and take this and get it crafted. And then once we go and get some villagers, we're going to want to have them sign the contract and then lasso them up so we can bring them back over our base. So let's head down and let's see, do we have everything we need? I think the ink sac. Okay, we do have ink sacs, a feather, a piece of paper, and over here we have some glass that we can then craft up. No, do we not have glass? We need more glass. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some sand, get that smelted. Okay, glass is done. Let's go ahead and get that crafted up into bottles real quick, and then we can go ahead and make what we need. And we just wanted to get one of each of those, and there's our contracts. Okay, so I'm assuming I'm gonna have to have one contract per villager, and we're gonna want multiple villagers. So I think I'm gonna want 2 farmers, and the farmers are going to use to trade to get the emeralds, because I need to have emeralds to then trade to get books and trade to get whatever else that I need to get, right? So in order to get emeralds, I'm going to use farmers as my means. Now, we're definitely going to have at least 1 cleric because we need to get the eye from the cleric. And then in addition, we need a couple librarians. All right, I think that'll probably be good enough, at least good enough for now. If we need more, we can always come back and make more. So let's go ahead and take these. I'm just going to throw them in this chest down here so that they're easily accessible for when we need them afterwards. All right, so now that we have everything we need to go to a village. Now, we did discover the first village near spawn, up in the sky right over here, but there's also one that's a little bit closer in the sky over the water to the north. So I think we're going to head up to this one, get some villagers, and then bring them back. So let's go ahead, get our broom out, and fly on up. All right, so now that we're up here, let's go ahead and get one of these contracts, and we just give it to a villager. Rejects the contract. And I just keep clicking. Will he eventually accept it? He will not. Okay, so what I think we need to do, and I'm not entirely sure, so we'll learn together as we go about doing this, is I think we need to trade with him first. Once he has traded with us, then he'll be like, oh, okay, I can trust you. So he'll go ahead and accept the contract at that point in time. Hey, look, it's a farmer. We actually want a farmer. You know what? Let's get a bunch of this crops real fast, so we'll have stuff to trade him. Okay, that should be enough. Let's go ahead and go down here, find where he went, and we're gonna go ahead and cycle his trades. I would love it if he would sell or buy potatoes and carrots. I think that would be the absolute must. Okay, we got it. So all we need to do is trade with him. It'll lock his trade, and if we take this, well, he still rejected it. What? Sir, that is rude. If I trade you to you more? No? Huh. Will you accept it? You also reject it. I feel so rejected. All right, let's go back home real quick. We can just use /home. Let's go up and we're gonna go ahead and get some more of these crops. Maybe they just need to be leveled up more. Some more potatoes, carrots. Okay, flashback. And we're back over here. And something that I forgot to do was in our shulker box, we have a villager hat, which will lower the cost of villager trades for us. Gotta put it on. Into our head slot. Where is our head slot? Excuse me. Give that back, please. Rude. Okay, so now that we have that on, much cheaper. Let's trade with this guy. So I'm gonna give you a bunch. Okay. So now you are leveled up. Perfect. Sell some cherry pie, nice. And you take some pumpkins. Okay. Will you accept the contract? You still reject it. Why, sir? Sir? Why so rude? What? Why are you rude? What did I do? I have a lovely home for you. I have a lovely home for you. Okay. Plan B. Let's go back home. So the lassos are not going to work. That rather stinks. So let's just go ahead, put those up, and let's get to our backup plan. So another way that we can transport mobs is by using waystones, right? So I can try, first off, just putting them in a boat, see if that works. That would be the absolute easiest way to do it. So let's go ahead. We should have a boat here somewhere. And if we don't, we can just craft one up. It should be really easy. To put all of our contracts up because they're not going to be wanting those anymore. They're big old meanies. And now all we need to do is we need to get a place to put them. So if we head up top, this is where I'm going to end up putting my villagers. So inside the building, we have a little bit of an area already set up at the back that I'm going to have them stuck on a seat, just working. I don't have to build anything around them to enclose them. It should just be, you know, nice and, you know, compact or tight or whatever you want to say. And they should just do the work for us. It should be great. Now, in addition, I've also went ahead and started a little collection of these little goblin traders. These guys are amazing. So if we open up their trades from them, we can trade raw ores for double the amount of ingots. Or in gold, it's 2 to 3, so it's 1.5 times. But that's fantastic. And then if we scroll down, they also have trades that will allow you to over enchant. So this pickaxe, for instance, is something I very much want. But if you notice, it takes 5 dragon skulls, which is insane. We're not going to be getting that anytime soon. But once we do have it, that will be very, very nice. Okay, so now we just need to go and get the villagers, bring them up here, and that should be it. Now, in order to do that, I'm just going to use waystones. So we're going to put one waystone down here, and we're just going to call this Villager Trading Area with a capital R because I cannot spell. Go ahead, fix that. There we go. And then the other one is going to be back up in the sky. So I believe I could just do /back. Brings me back up here. Put one of these down and say village. Now I just need to get one of these guys trapped in here. All right. Nope, don't. Ah, they both got in there. Are you serious? Okay. Run on hitboxes, break the boat. Let's try this again. Got him in the boat. Let's take him over to the Waystone. Okay, a villager trading area, and we are here, and he is not. Oh, so that stinks. Okay, so I could have swore we had the passenger mod in here that they would come with us in boats. I guess that's not the case. All right. Oh, that's weird. Our boat was even here before. Okay. So plan C. So just like the Waystones, we can use something else from the Waystone mod. And this was going to be my original plan. And I was like, oh, lassos. And then it's like, oh, we have passengers. Well, I guess passengers doesn't work on boats and it doesn't work on the villagers. So let's go back to our original plan, and that would be creating warp plates. So if we look at the Waystone mod, there is this item right here called a warp plate, and this is what we're gonna want. So we're gonna need some stone bricks, some warp dust, which is just an amethyst shard and an ender pearl, and then a piece of flint. So super easy to craft. Couple ender pearls, amethysts, get those crafted together. Stone. So 8 of those, and then 2 pieces of flint, and then that is going to be it. So now we have warp plates. Click on this, shift click, perfect. Now the benefit of warp plates is that you can travel infinite distances at no level requirement, and all you have to do is stand on it. Okay, so with the warp plate, all we need to do is we need to put 1 down in this area and then 1 down on the other side. Now, I may want to go ahead and block this off, so I'm going to go grab some dirt real quick and be back. And the idea for blocking it off is really just so that the villagers can't run away when they do come through. Now, I am hoping that they will just automatically go running over here. You know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead and block this off completely, and then set up the warp plate on this side so when they come in, they can't even go over there. Let's put 1 warp plate down, and in order to link them, you need to put 1 down, and then when you open it up, it infuses this warp plate with this attunement shard. So we would just need to go ahead, remove this, and put this one in the other warp plate. All right, so let's go ahead and go back over to the village. If we can jump up here, there we go. And we can put the other warp plate down here, and all we need to do is get them trapped. So I can take this one out, put that in, and he just needs to stand there long enough. Now, maybe if I can push him, he'll stand on it. Nope, he's gonna fight me. But the gist of it is that once he stands here, he'll come automatically over here. And as long as this one doesn't have the attunement shard to go back, you can't stand on this to go anywhere. So they're going to be trapped over here. So now we can head back up to the village. This guy might just walk right on it. Nope. There we go. First one's over there. Next one. Yep, go that way. Go that way. No. Sir, this way. I can use the dirt and block them off. Maybe. Guy's just gonna be a pain in the butt, isn't he? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get these guys back over to the village, and we'll be back in a moment. All right, we are back and we have the villagers over here. So now we just need to get to trading. So I've already went ahead and did a little bit of trading with the 2 farmers. Got them leveled up most of the way and really just farmed up some emeralds. I had a couple stacks already, but this just helped add a few more. The cleric here, I still need to do trading with him to open him up all the way. Maybe we can do that here real quick if he gives us some nice things. Ah, look at that. Okay, perfect. So the first guy did give us the evil eye. This is exactly what we wanted, but we do need to get a rabbit's foot first, and that'll probably take a little while, but it's fine. We have plenty of time. And then, okay, so let's go ahead and look at the librarians. I'm gonna fast forward through this really quick. You guys don't need to see me re-rolling villagers, but I'm gonna try and get all the enchants we need, and I'll see you in a minute. All right, so we have our villagers. They are all set up. You saw on screen, we got a bunch of enchants. Now, 2 of them I did go for mana boost and mana regen. I'm not going to need those yet, but I'm planning for the future when we try and get into ours and we start needing mana. Feel as if having an extra large mana pool and some mana regen will be really nice. All right, so I ended up getting some protection and some unbreaking books, or protection and mending books, and I wanted to start enchanting some of our armor. So our chest piece is going to need both. And then our helmet will need both. And then our boots will need both, but I also have a depth strider. Expensive, and we're already too much. Okay, so we do have some levels right now. I put it on. Interesting. We do have some levels right now in our cognition experience obelisk. So let's go back. Let's get that. So with the way that experience works, it would be better to only have the exact levels that you need and not too many more. Say for instance, let's do an example. If I was to combine the helmet with the book here, it would cost 10 levels. I'm level 29, and that would lower it down to 19 after doing that combination. But if I go ahead and store all my levels and only grab 10, I'm going to have 28 levels left. Much more efficient to do it that way. We're going to need 14 levels. Perfect. Our pants are going to need mending 2. Okay, so everything is fully mended. All protection 4. Much nicer. That's looking fantastic. Now for our tools, we do need mending on everything. I have 4 more mending books here. And then do I have one that needs unbreaking? I have an unbreaking book by chance. Nope. Okay. So it looks like they just need mending. The sword does need sweeping edge. Let's combine those. Oh, that's going to need 24 levels just for the sword. That's painful. All right. 10 for the pickaxe. 2 for the shovel. 2 for the axe. And we have 22 levels. We need to get 2 more. So let's just come up here, kill a little bit, and we'll be back. Okay, we got enough levels. We should be able to combine the sword and the book. Perfect. All right, so let's go up. Let's go ahead and repair our tools. We went ahead and repaired our armor just because it already had mending on it. And we'll be back once we get everything fully repaired. All right, everything is repaired now, and can I say how much I love having mending once again? Everything is just so much nicer. I did realize as I was sitting here, we have a lot of armor over here, and tools and weapons and whatever that have enchants, and I saw that we have this leather cap that has respiration 2 and aqua affinity on it. And our helmet only has respiration 2. That means we can get it up to a 3 and get aqua affinity and test out our disenchanter for the first time. So putting the helmet in there with our books, we get aqua affinity. And then, costs 3. Okay, so I just need like 1 extra level real quick. Okay, there's 5. Go back down. There's respiration. And then it would be another 3 to get an unbreaking 3. Okay. Huh. Not too shabby. Oh, wait. Actually, let's leave the books in here. And 2 levels to level that up. And then how much does it cost to put on our head? And there we go. Awesome. Okay, so that is significantly better. The disenchanter worked fantastic for that. And we're fully enchanted now. We're looking really nice. Really nice. All right, so now that we are enchanted, what are we going to do with that? I think we need to do a little exploring, tackle a dungeon or 2. Probably just 1. We don't have that much time left. And try and redeem ourselves from the last time we actually went out. So the very first episode, I think it was, we tackled this down here. We didn't finish it. I think we can go back, knock it out real quick. And then after that, maybe we find ourselves another battle tower. That's only going to take 1 or 2 minutes here. We did the battle tower over here, so there are some up this way that we can tackle. Let's see, where are they? I think there's one somewhere in this area. I don't know why I don't see them on the map, but there's definitely some over here. So let's go ahead, jump on down, and I'll meet you guys down there. All right, so last time I tackled this, we did clear the bottom, but the top we could not clear in time. Let's get up here before too many mobs spawn and kill these guys. There we go. And then here's the spawner. Done. Oop, nope. Oh, I see another spawner. Ooh, and we have silk touch now, so we're getting the spawners. Ooh, okay. So we can drastically improve our mob farm now by adding in more spawners. Ooh, okay. That sounds really nice. I'm kind of excited to do that now. All right, is there any other chests in here? Do we really come over here for no loot because we actually looted the 2 chests already from the outside? All right. Well, that was so much easier than the first time. Now that we're actually geared up correctly, that was a breeze. All right, let's head over to a battle tower and see if we can redeem ourselves, go through that much quicker, and kill the vexes at the top without breaking a sweat. All right, see you guys over there. All right, so let's go ahead and sleep before we head on in, if we can. Oh, monsters nearby, of course. All right, no sleeping. We're just gonna go in because we can't sleep. Oh, and then also something that I did end up getting, I guess I don't have it on, is a magnet. So I can just put this onto my curio slot. And now I have a magnet. Okay. Tail on up and then get in there. Where is the entrance? Alright, come on. We can do this. Get all these cobwebs out of here. Break the spawner. We will come back for the loot. Get out of here. Get out of here. Dropping down. Psh. Okay, we actually need to get some blocks here. Take it out of the wall. They're not gonna miss it, right? I can't jump up there, can I? No, I cannot. Wait, nope, we can do this. There we go. Yep, just run on down there. It's okay. You don't need to stay up here and fight me. A couple torches down and next level. Not even breaking a sweat right now. And there's the Vexes. We can't get up. Oh, they're barely touching me now. But I'm also barely touching them. Can I get up here? There we go. Break the spawner so they stop spawning. They just keep hitting me. And I cannot hit them for some reason. All right, let's get to the top so I can actually have some room to move around and see them. Come on, come on. I'm right here. Come on. Where you at? You hit me, but I hit you too. There we go. And that is the difference of good food, good armor. I have what is it, nourishment right now, so my food is always maxed out, which means as soon as I took damage I was naturally regenerating without having to eat more food. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, well that went way smoother than it did the first time. If you guys remember the panic that we had, almost dying, it was not fun. Not one bit. All right, nothing really good in there. Go on down. There's still a few more chests. Anything good? Nope. Nothing on this level. Interesting. Down here we have a chest. We have a book. Executioner has a chance to drop a player head when you reap them. Okay, sure. Why not? Leave most other things in there. Returning board from Alex's mom's. No idea what this is. I'm assuming it's some sort of like surfboard, skateboard, something of that nature, and it returns to you? No idea. Okay. Excuse me. You're supposed to be dead. I take the gold out of there. We have a chest in the corner. Chest over here. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh. It is so much nicer to have a good set of armor. A good set of weapons. Tools, everything. It's amazing. Alright, guys. Well, with that, I'm going to bid you all adieu. If you guys liked the episode, make sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. If you liked it, if you didn't, what I can do to improve. You know, I'm still starting out here on YouTube, and, you know, every bit of advice, every thought, whether you like something, didn't like something, it does help. I'm going to make sure to respond to every single one of you guys who do take the time to leave a response. And then, yeah. Oh, and then also someone recently just asked if it was okay if they joined Discord. If you guys want, you guys are more than welcome to join my Discord. We have a Discord that's open to our entire community. The link is down in the description. It's also pretty much everywhere that you can find me. And you guys are more than welcome to pop in, say hello, chit chat, you know, whatever. Yeah. All right. Well, with that, you guys have an amazing day. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye, friends.